Hi, it's Karen Damshin with Damshin Financial Planning, here to talk a little bit about individual health insurance today. So in the health insurance world, it seems this time of year, brokers are slow and they'll start making cold calls. There really are no rules around this, so you might get a call out of the blue from somebody saying, hey, I've got this fabulous health insurance plan that you should buy. And it uses a large network from a name you've probably heard, one of the big 2 or 3 health insurance companies. So I want to talk just briefly about the 2 lanes of health insurance. Lane number 1 are what we call qualified health insurance plans. These are plans that are sold both on and off the federal exchange. Arizona did not build their own exchange. And these must follow the mandates set forth by the Affordable Care Act. So they must cover the 10 essential services. Some of those include things like emergency care, well women care, mental health benefits, those types of things. And depending on your income, if you are eligible for a tax credit of some sort, that is the plan that you could use a tax credit for. So these plans are designed so that you can buy your own individual health insurance. This is what we think of more as kind of regular health insurance the way you have always known it to be. The second lane is what we now call short-term plans. Years ago, we would have called these major medical plans. And these plans can be a good fit, especially if you need coverage for a very short period of time, maybe a month or 2 months or 3 months. Maybe you're changing jobs and you're not going to have health insurance for a couple of months. So that's where these short-term plans can be a really good bridge. Now, short-term plans might also be a good fit if you missed an open enrollment and you don't qualify for any sort of special enrollment period. Maybe you're waiting for your qualified plan to start, or maybe you're just trying to bridge a few months while you're waiting for Medicare to kick in. The other time I'll use these is sometimes as kids are turning 26, parents don't realize they're coming off their health insurance. We could end up with a gap before we can get a young adult covered. But these short-term plans do not have to cover what the Affordable Care Act mandated. So they require underwriting, meaning you have to answer health questions. They can charge you more or deny you based on pre-existing conditions, and they are not required to cover the essential benefits like mental health, emergency, well women, ambulatory care, some of those things. So before somebody calls you and says, hey, I've got a deal that sounds too good to be true, make sure you understand the facts and definitely reach out to me with any questions. I promise you I have an answer. If I don't, I will get you an answer. So if a deal sounds too good to be true, probably is. I'll be back in your inbox again next week with another update.